Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and we are in Poland. We're back to our old vehicle. We still have this one and it's kind of funny because all the vehicles are older here and there's certain things I missed about Europe. So first day, 13 more to go. We're going to be uploading one video every single day, maybe possibly two some days, depending on the timing of everything. Today we're discussing about cryptocurrency, that's for sure. It's a bright early morning over here. How are you guys doing today? I mean, hopefully well, hopefully everything's all right. Hopefully you're okay. Yeah, all right. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, let's discuss. By the way, if you haven't seen the Venmo video, if you want to get $25 free, the link is in the description below. All you have to do is purchase $25 worth of crypto and you're going to get an additional $25. It's super easy. If you're buying crypto anyways, you should watch it. Microstrategy is back in the news again because they're purchasing a lot of cryptocurrency. And they're the first company that inspired so many other institutional investors. So whenever they're buying, even if it's only a few $100 million, I mean, come on, everybody has that, right? What is that? That's nothing, especially for a country like this. You could live like a king for the rest of your days, and then the next generation of your family, and the next. We're talking about so much money that it's impossible to comprehend if you wanted to picture it all in single dollar bills. It's not possible. It's just an entire room full of it, and another room and another room. Well, they just purchased more cryptocurrency. They already have billions and billions and billions of dollars, and they purchased at a weird spot because they purchased when Bitcoin was already well above 45,300. Maybe they just didn't have enough confidence from their investors to be purchasing it earlier when it was in the 30,000s. I know Michael Saylor probably was like, come on, let's get more, but he already purchased so much money that probably some people were always kind of like doubting him a little bit, like, hey Mike, we should calm down a little bit. But now it's going back up, everything's fine, Bitcoin's around 50K, people are excited. And this is funny, you always get like the weird fear from various sides, and I go through the same thing. Every single person that's involved in cryptocurrency, trust me, if you have not gone through this phase, you don't know what it is yet, then welcome, you're still new to cryptocurrency. Because if you still don't fear what's going to happen next month, even if you're 10 years into the game, there's something wrong with you. Maybe you're not investing, probably not investing in the right things. We're thinking illogically. Nothing's ever going to go always up. But we've got good thoughts, we've got good hopes. Hopefully we can end this year on a strong note. The number one goal is to hit possibly $100,000, but if we don't, if we hit any new all-time high, if we hit 65,000 just straight up, we never hit it, we hit 64,800 something. If we hit 65,000 straight up, that's already an achievement right there, and we're not too far away from it. I mean, just a few weeks ago we were way below $35,000. We were approaching $30,000. We were approaching 29, 28,000, and now here we are, 48, 49, $50,000. We've already surpassed $50,000 a few days ago. Now it's kind of just jumping around because people are a little jumpy right now. You can just see it's indicated on the fear and greed index. Well, Michael Saylor has purchased more through Microstrategy, and that always inspires a little bit more confidence in other companies. We already see big companies hiring people for cryptocurrency. These new bright young minds are saying, hey, let's invest in NFTs. They're purchasing six-figure NFTs. Sure, that's PR, sure, that's marketing, but it's also a big step forward for cryptocurrency, for NFTs, for DeFi, for everything. And that inspires the little guy. The person who's just in the streets is like, hey, I invested $50. Maybe this is a little bit bigger than that. Maybe I should invest $100, $200. And then they see it jump up to $600 like a year later, and they're like, huh, and they start telling their friends about it. As long as everybody does their research, of course, as long as they're not overhyping it, like, yeah, we're going to go to the moon and we're going to buy all Lambos. You have to be realistic with it. So MicroStrategy now owns just a little south of 110,000 Bitcoins. That's crazy. That's currently valued over $3 billion. Yeah, they have 109,000 Bitcoins. 109,000, and they just recently purchased $177.25 million worth of Bitcoin at the price $46,000. Just the $3 billion alone, just the fees in purchasing that, we're talking about millions of dollars. Just millions of dollars spent on fees, on transaction fees, on withdrawal fees, on making sure everything everything's all good on cold storage. You know, it's not that expensive, but when you're talking about dealing with billions of dollars, you have to double check. You've got employees, you have to double check that security's tight because you don't want to get hacked, you don't want to lose something. And it's not that cryptocurrency's not safe, it's the people you have to worry about. And when you learn a large company, there's always going to be some mistakes. Now, the problem is it going to be a large mistake or is it going to be a smaller mistake that you can handle pretty easily? As we've seen before, even the world's largest banks have done huge, ginormous mistakes that cost them $500 million. So when one company has $3 billion, that inspires other companies to start investing. And when these other companies, some of them are approaching $1 trillion, or they're already worth over $1 trillion, like Apple and Amazon. If a little guy in the institutional investor world is buying $3 billion, that makes another company think, hey, you know, what's 200,000? What's a million? What's 10 million to us? We're worth, you know, 100 billion, 200 billion. Let's just throw it in there. And when they throw it in there, maybe some other company like Goldman Sachs gets inspired, or Chase Bank, or somebody like that. Sure, you're going to get some hypocrites that were calling Bitcoin a scam, but man, that's pretty crazy. That's a huge number to think about. 109,000 Bitcoin. So in an interview, Michael Saylor said he likes to compare it to this. If he could buy $1 billion worth of Facebook shares a long time ago, back when Facebook was just starting, just a youngling, and he could take $1 billion loan at 1% interest. Let's just say that 1% is his fees, because it could potentially be his fees, which, you know, millions of dollars, but ultimately when you're dealing with $3 billion, that's not too much. I don't think he's too worried about that. He's not losing sleep over that number. So if he could take out $1 billion bet on Facebook, he'd be one of the world's richest men at the moment. And 1%, he would not care about that 1%. See, a lot of people think debt is bad. And maybe I'm not the best example of this because I mishandled debt. However, now I'm using debt in a better manner. Debt is good if you know how to handle it correctly. 1% can change everything, right? The problem with debt, though, is if you take that 1% and you let it grow and you forget to pay it off and it turns into 10%, it turns into 20%, and you get late fees, that's when people don't really understand and their credit scores go down in America and their income's not enough to support it. But when your company's worth billions of dollars and you're able to, I mean, you're good for it, you know things are going to be changing. So if you compare it to like investing in Facebook a few years ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago, then that's quite a big of a difference. It's still early in the crypto game. Depends on just your perspective, I guess. I'm not saying invest all your money into it, but if you're investing just a few percent of your total portfolio or just a few percent of your income, 10% into 10% of every paycheck into cryptocurrency, as long as your rent is paid, as long as your utilities are paid, 10% into a 401k plan, then you're going to be all good for it. Guys, my name is Mike. I really appreciate you coming in today. We're going to be making a second video today because I'm just so pumped. I'm so excited. I feel good. Hopefully you guys are too. I slept well after the plane last night. And guys, I feel that 2022 is going to be our year. We're going to get this channel to over 10,000 subs, maybe even over 25,000 subs. I like sales. I'm doing all right in sales. You know, I'm still a beginner. I'm still learning. So I can't say I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. You can't get, you know, egotistical about this. There's still a lot that I don't know. I mean, I barely know anything. But with the little bit that I've learned so far, I think that these skills, I can use them for cryptocurrency in the future. I can use them for anything, because sales is one of those things that you have to sell yourself to a girl. You have to sell yourself to a potential employer. You have to sell yourself on any concept, any idea that you get. Sales is not just for work, but sales can improve your life. At least it seems like that. Because if you can't sell even a concept, if you have ever $1 billion idea, which maybe some people do, but they can't sell it, it's not worth $1 billion. It's not worth $1 million. It's not worth $10 because you cannot sell it. You have to get other people inspired. You have to get them passionate about something that you're passionate about. Now, whether it's cars or crypto or whatever it is, I'm still discovering myself, but I like sales, I like cars, I like crypto. What I want to do in the future is combine everything and get a percentage of each paycheck that I get into cryptocurrency. And, you know, it's just going to be easy investment. Not going to be investing too much time into it, just maybe 10, 15% doing Bitcoin dollar cost averaging. The number one thing I got to focus on is increasing my income. Also, we're going to be doing a little bit of DoorDash and Uber. Not too much because it's, you know, there's also expenses to it. But it's basically going to be, I hate when people have bad breaks. Bad for tinnitus. You're going to get a lot of that in Poland because people just don't care over here. They're like, whatever. So the number one thing is increase your income, and then you don't have to even change the percentages, because 10% of $3,000 and 10% of $4,000 every single month for the next 10, 15, 20 years, that's a big difference. Or 10% of $5,000 every month. That's huge. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. There's a lot of things to come. I know someone was commenting and asking about my sales job, so we're going to be actually doing a video about that, because I think it ties in pretty well to this channel, and we might just do that our next video. Yeah, let's make that our next video then, unless something crazy happens, a weird event, then you're going to see it tomorrow. But either way, thanks so much for watching. I know my time is still, it's 4 in the morning over there, approaching 4 in the morning. Got American time here, and so good morning, and I guess for the evening for you guys, you're going to get another video. So thanks so much for watching. We're almost at 1,400 subscribers. We're getting there, inching there closer, so I'm always excited about that, and have a great rest of your day. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys as always. Bye.